You may be seated. Trustee Brooks, Ms. Clafter-Rakita, Mr. Swikert, friends and family of the class of 2018, and fellow students. Good evening and welcome. I'm Connor Leeming, and I've served as student body president over this past year. Before I say another word, I want all of us students to look up at the crowd, at your parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, who stood by our class. They made this moment possible, and today is as much theirs as it is ours. Let's stand up. Give them a big round of applause. Stand up. Give these people a standing ovation. These people are the reason why you're sitting in that chair right now. The people in the audience today made us who we are. They've nourished us, guided us, cheered us on, and put the clothes on our back for the past 18 years or so. And on behalf of all of us, I'd like to express our appreciation for everything you've done and everything you've made possible. It's that parent out there who's still packing their kids' lunches. It's that parent who sacrificed everything so their kid could live a better life than they did. It's that grandparent who's taken their grandkid under their wing and raised them like one of our own. It's that supportive friend who's been there every step of the way. Our class is graduating into perhaps one of the most conflicted times since the founding of Palo Verde High School nearly 23 years ago. The world we live in is prosperous and rapidly changing. From new innovative technology to new medicines and cures, we are entering a world with incredible opportunity. And yet, amid this prosperity, we also face significant challenges. It's no question that all of us here today are going to face our share of these challenges. It is so important, however, that we remain committed to our values and we have courage in our convictions, that all of us pay attention to what's going on around us and not just what's on our phones, that we remember what we learned being a Panther. As we enter into adulthood, we must uphold our responsibilities as citizens of this great country of ours. We inherit the responsibilities as the custodians of our democracy, particularly the power of voting. For all of us here today, let us reaffirm our commitment to be a valuable and responsible member of society. Let us stay engaged and remain aware of important issues, to show respect to others and listen to other views who are different from our own. This country is an ocean of opportunity, so let's jump in. The water's just fine. Thank you very much.
I am Matthew Martinson, Senior Class Treasurer. Palo Verde High School Senior Choir members will please take their places. Please stand for the presentation of the colors, the Pledge of Allegiance, and the National Anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I am David Marshall, Student Body Treasurer. It is my pleasure to introduce the Palo Verde Chamber Singers who will perform the national anthem under the direction of Mr. Barry Isbell. Gentlemen, you may replace your caps. Audience in class of 2018, you may be seated.
I am Noah Johnson, Student Body Secretary. On behalf of the administration, teachers, staff, students, and graduating seniors, I welcome you to our commencement ceremony. We are pleased to have in our attendance on the platform Ms. Lola Brooks, School Board Trustee, District E, Ms. Andrea Clafter-Rakita, School Associate Superintendent, Performance Zone 3, and representing our school, Mr. Darren Swiker, Principal of Palo Verde High School.
I am Annalie Ross, Student Body Webmaster. Also sharing the stage is Miss Christina Ballard, Student Council Advisor, Mr. Fritz Mast, and Miss Andrea Resnick, who have been selected by the seniors to read their names as they walk across the stage. Leading our processional were the Palo Verde High School counselors, Miss Michelle Brown, Miss Betsy Brown, Miss Kathleen Dambro, Mr. John Ivers, and Mr. Todd Steffenhagen. Also leading our processional were Palo Verde Department chairpersons, Miss Michelle Brown, Counseling, Miss Pat Condren, Physical Education, Miss Dina Denman, Fine Arts, Mr. Jim Friel, CTE, Miss Amanda Mapes, Social Studies, Mr. Lynn Mitchell, Librarian, Miss Amy Reed, English, Miss Amy Richmond, Math, Miss Alana Robinson, Special Education, Miss Tracy Rush, Foreign Language, and Miss Cheryl Waldman, Science.
I'm Megan Rafferty, Student Body Vice President. It is my pleasure to introduce the principal of Palo Verde High School, Mr. Darren Swiker, who will now share the statement of occasion.
It is the philosophy of the Clark County School District that high school graduation ceremonies are designed to honor graduates with commencement activities that are solemn and dignified. We politely ask the graduates and their guests to refrain from any action that would disrupt the solemn atmosphere of these exercises. With the cooperation of all attending the ceremony, the students can truly have an event to be remembered.
I'm Sophie Hutchison, Senior Class Secretary. The valedictorians are the individuals who have earned a 4.8 GPA grade point average, the highest possible in 8 semesters of high school. I'm honored to present this year's 5 valedictorians: Julia Epstein, Ella Jolly, Sean Nagy, Taylor Slade, and Nick Supis. Woo!
It's so crazy to think about how much we've experienced together in the last 4 years. When we were freshmen, downtown Summerlin was opened. In our sophomore year, millennials passed baby boomers as the biggest US generation. During our junior year, the first Amazon packages were delivered by drones. And in our senior year, we feasted on Tide Pods. Class of 2018, we did it. They ain't seen nothing yet. I'd like to give a shout out to my parents and 3 amazing siblings. If it weren't for my siblings, I honestly don't know where I would be headed. Probably to my dream school, had they not already dipped into Mom and Dad's college fund. Thank you to all our family and friends who are here to celebrate this great milestone, our graduation from Palo Verde High School. On behalf of my fellow Panthers, I'd like to extend thanks to all our fabulous teachers, especially those who curve their tests. John Stewart once said, "The unfortunate yet truly exciting thing about your life is that there is no core curriculum. The entire place is an elective." When we step out of the Thomas and Mack, life's curriculum will become one big elective. Sadly, we will leave the warmth and comfort of Palo Verde behind, but we will also be presented with some very wonderful opportunities. If a good possibility presents itself, go for it. The definition of success is not a one-size-fits-all. Choose what brings you joy, peace, and happiness in your life. And whether your elective is college, work, the Army, or your mom's basement, enjoy every minute of it. Saturdays are for the boys, but today is for the class of 2018. Mazel tov, Panthers.
Fear, anxiety, inadequacy, curiosity, excitement. These feelings welled up inside me, along with a few butterflies, as I entered the hallways of Palo Verde High School a short 4 years ago. I feared getting lost on the way to my classes. How many of us still don't know where the 500s hallway is? I was anxious to know who my teachers were going to be and if they would like me. I felt inadequate when I looked up at those seniors who knew so much more than me, or at least tricked me into thinking they did. I was curious about what happens in the cafeteria and who eats there. Flash forward 4 years later, as I prepare to leave home and explore the next chapter of my life, I feel the same emotions and still have a few butterflies. I can't help but think about the moment Mr. Haygood gave me a fist bump of approval as I walked out of calculus class on National Walkout Day. Or the hundreds of times Mr. Franco refused to answer my dumb questions, encouraging me to figure out the answers myself. Thank you to all of my teachers, classmates, friends, and family for inspiring me each day to be a better person. You all have taught me to replace anxiety with strength, feelings of inadequacy with confidence, and fear with determination.
None of us will be looking back in 15 years. None of us will be looking back in 15 years. You might thumb through your yearbook once or twice, but for the most part, it will wind up sitting on a shelf or in a box, memorializing an era that is all but forgotten. Your diploma will be hanging somewhere, framed on a wall. You'll glance at it, but never really see it, your eyes moving to something more present. But that is in the future. For now, we've made it. We survived high school and we should be proud. Go out and celebrate. Cut loose and make merry. The future is a long and winding road. So let's all do ourselves a favor. Tonight, after the party, or tomorrow in the aftermath of the after party, let's take a moment to reflect and consider what it all meant, what we gained, and where we're going.
In these past 4 years, our school has had some outstanding accomplishments, from winning state championships to being recognized for our exceptional academic performance. However, as great as these achievements are, the reason why I am most proud to call myself a Panther is because of the love and kindness the students and administration have shown to everyone that has entered our campus. In our assemblies, we cheered for every performance with enthusiasm, no matter their skill level. And at our football and basketball games, we filled the stands to motivate our fellow classmates. We genuinely celebrated each other's accomplishments, which makes us a class to be reckoned with. As we go down our individual paths, we should take the kindness we have been a part of and continue to share it wherever we go. The kindness we witnessed when Sean greeted every person every day with a smile, wave, and a simple "How are you?" The kindness and joy that Julius spread when he invited everyone and anyone to join his dance crew. And the kindness and laughter that Wolfman shared when he teased us with his classic tap on the opposite shoulder, and when we turned our head the wrong way, said, "I got you there." When we lead our lives with kindness, we can't help but be successful. I think Maya Angelou put it best when she said, "People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." Thank you to my family, friends, teachers, and the class of 2018 for making me feel valued and for making my high school years so memorable.
To the graduating class of Palo 2018, as we conclude our endeavor through high school, we must realize what we have accomplished as students and now active members of society. Whether it be simply graduating, achieving high marks, getting into college, playing a sport, or winning the first state championship in Palo baseball history, high school is a time full of accomplishments that we will remember for all a lifetime. We must also remember the people, the teachers, friends, families, administrators, coaches, and others that have touched our lives and improved not only our demeanor as students, but also help shape what we have become. It is essential to reflect on the good memories of high school, going out on the weekends with your closest friends, as well as the late nights doing homework or playing Fortnite, and the early mornings spent studying for tests. However, we must understand this is only the beginning of our lives. These 4 years have taught us many pivotal life lessons that we will carry with us for the rest of our days. Thank you to my mom for loving me unconditionally and being on my side when my dad was furious with me. And most importantly, thank you to my dad for pushing me to where I am today and supporting me in everything that I do. Palo Verde seniors, stay true to yourself, and in the words of one of my role models, Mr. Mark Hector, never stop fighting. Thank you.
I am Carly Robinson, Senior Class Webmaster. The salutatorians are individuals who have earned the second highest grade point average possible in 8 semesters of high school. I am honored to present this year's 4 salutatorians: Esther Anderson, Jarrett Anderson, Ryan Knowles, and Grant Powley.
When I think back to the first day of high school, all I can remember is being scared in this gigantic school and speed walking to every class because there was no way 5 minutes was enough time to get there. Then, as a sophomore, I remember I was thinking I was super cool because at least I wasn't a freshman anymore. The fact that I had a freshly laminated license in my pocket was no help to my growing ego. Then junior year kicked that ego far away and helped me learn some key lessons: humility, time management, and the power of annotating with sticky notes. Thank you, Ms. Resnick. Between taking the SAT multiple times, dissecting cats with Mr. Franco, and learning that chemistry is everything, and everything is chemistry with Mr. Steinlein, there was hardly time to breathe, much less sleep. These 3 years all culminated to this final glorious year, senior year, a year dreamed about by all students. Little do we realize that senior year is bittersweet, as we have to leave the place that on our first day of high school was so frightening, but now is like a second home. However, we are moving on, going to find a new place to call home, but Palo Verde will never be forgotten. We will be one with Green Stick forever.
These last few months have really got me questioning the truth about school. You see, school is not just about academic learning. It never has been, and it never will be. And if you find someone who is passionate in claiming that it is about academics, that person is lying to himself or herself and may genuinely believe that lie. Yes, solving a triangle, understanding subject clause agreements, or knowing that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell may seem impractical, but we were taught something more important than this. We were taught how to deal with the nuances of life when it gets difficult, how to overcome problems as simple as a forgotten locker combination, dealing with my dog ate my homework or how my printer didn't work, to asking for help in the face of self-doubt, or pushing yourself to concentrate when a million other thoughts and temptations are only fingertips away. It taught us to delay our temptations and to invest in our own intelligence, to understand that sometimes short-term pain creates long-term gain, and that people make sacrifices for a greater good. Life's about finding ourselves and making hard choices and sacrifices when things seem impossible. It's about finding hope in the hopeless, courage in the chasm, and guts in the grave. And thus, it is our resilience in conquering this adversity that truly prepares us for life after school. Because high school is not the most challenging time we will face. But as we move on into our new lives, do yourselves a favor. Cherish your high school memories, both good and bad. Remember your friends, families, and teachers that made this experience even somewhat bearable. And as we walk out of here today, understand that this has only been one leg in a never-ending journey, and that we are only moments away from the start of something new.
Besides endless knowledge and facts we have learned, high school has taught us important life skills. Whether it's Mr. Franco telling us there are indeed dumb questions, or Ms. Resnick pushing us to come up with a better idea, it is those times that you need to cherish because that is when you are learning valuable lessons to help you live a successful life. If no one is there to tell you when you need to work harder or when you need to have a better attitude, you will just be going through life blindly. With the excellent guidance of the Palo Verde staff, each of us is leaving this campus as a better version of ourselves than we came here as 4 years ago. My hope is that everyone is able to see the overall benefit this school is leaving us with, because I sure know that I would not have wanted to spend my last 4 years anywhere else. After graduation, whether you're going to college or pursuing a career, you will always remember your time here as a student. There were many ups, but also some downs for each of us on our journey that seemed to never end. But now that each of us has made it, it is now up to us to choose what we are going to take from our high school experience. Today marks the end of our first chapter in life, but it also represents the beginning of a brand new one. We are the class of 2018. It is now our time to shine and show this world what we are capable of achieving.
Thank you, fellow students, for your words. It is because our mentors or family members that we are standing here before you tonight. We, the class of 2018, have faced tragedy few other classes have had to deal with. We can all remember the dismal day following October 1. Many lives and loved ones were lost, and our community was unified in sorrow and in sympathy. Many students from Palo proved to the world that we are a community of love by donating blood, sending care packages, distributing food and water, and writing thank you cards to the servicemen and women. Tragedy does not have to strike, though, to inspire such selflessness. Each day we can do simple things that can change the lives of others for the better. Smile, give sincere compliments, thank your families, and put down your phones and actually talk to people face to face. Our great unifying president, Abraham Lincoln, professed, "Kindness is the only service that will stand the storm of life and not wash out." May we embody these words so when we are gone, our legacy will lead future generations. Thank you.
I'm McKenna Meeks, the senior class historian. Now, the Palo Verde Chamber Singers will sing the Palo Verde High School alma mater and senior song, Forever Young, lyrics written by Merton Gold and Lloyd, under the direction of Mr. Barry Isbell.
Let's dance in style, let's dance for a while. Heaven can wait, we're only watching the skies. Hoping for the best, but expecting the worst. Are you gonna drop the bomb or not? Let us die young or let us live forever. We don't have the power, but we never say never. Sitting in a sandpit, life is a short trip. The music's for the sad men. Can you imagine when this race is won? Turn our golden faces into the sun. Praising our leaders, we're getting in tune. The music's played by the madman. Forever young, I wanna be forever young. Do you really wanna live forever, forever and ever? Forever young, I wanna be forever young. Do you really wanna live forever, forever young?
Some are like water, some are like the heat. Some are a melody and some are the beat. Sooner or later, they all will be gone. Why don't they stay young? It's so hard to get old without a cause. I don't want to perish like a fading horse. Youth like diamonds in the sun, and I'm are forever.
So many adventures couldn't happen today.
So many songs and fun parts to play.
So many dreams swinging out of the blue. We let them come true. Forever young, I wanna be forever young. Do you really wanna live forever, forever and ever? Forever young, I wanna be forever young. Do you really wanna live forever?
I am Chloe Evans, Senior Class Vice President. The senior class officers have worked hard to plan senior activities and to make this year a year to remember. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce our senior class president, Jaden Bryan.
Our senior year has fell along the timeline of major tragedies across the nation, from our very home of Las Vegas, Nevada to Parkland, Florida. I am grateful to be a part of a generation where we can stare at defeat and find hope. Kindness is defined as of a good or benevolent nature or disposition as a person. It is important to be kind and loving to everyone around us. Something as simple as smiling at someone or saying hello goes a long way. Kindness builds character. This simple action is a selfless act of service and love for our peers. Throughout high school, we have had many experiences. I think it is safe to say that none of us are the same people we were entering high school as we are exiting it. When you go through old yearbooks, you will not remember when you wore the same shirt as someone else. You remember their character and how they treated you. Let me emphasize, no act of kindness, however small, is ever wasted. Let me share a brief excerpt from the song that represents our motto, For Good by the musical Wicked. I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we will help them in return. Well, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Class of 2018, I'd personally like to thank each and every one of you for helping me along the way to grow and to learn. I could not have been more lucky to be a part of a graduating class more amazing than this one. So, what time is it? Showtime. Let's do this, class of 2018.
I am Taylor Slade, student body historian. It is my pleasure to introduce our principal, Mr. Darren Swikert.
This evening, we would like to honor one foreign exchange student who attended Palo Verde High School as a senior. The foreign exchange student in attendance is Marcus Bierke from Norway. Even though this student is not officially graduating this evening, we would like to recognize him for his academic achievement. It has been a pleasure having you at Palo Verde High School. Congratulations. Good evening to all of our special guests, parents, grandparents, and the 2018 graduates of Palo Verde High School. It is my honor and pleasure to present this amazing graduating class. Tonight we are honoring their accomplishments. Before we do that, I would be remiss not to mention that we are here today without one of your biggest advocates. We lost Mark Hector on February 12th this year. Mr. Hector has historically been an integral participant in the graduation ceremony. Graduation was one of his favorite events of the year. It is also fitting that today would have been his 66th birthday. Happy birthday, Mark, and on behalf of the graduates with us today, thank you for positively impacting so many lives over the years. Today I stand here as the honored principal of Palo Verde High School. The title that I hold as principal comes only second to the most important title of all, parent. That is the title I am most proud of. As parent and principal, I am filled with pride and emotion just like all of you. All of you parents have gone through this journey, which has included both setbacks and accomplishments. I know tonight firsthand that this journey has been too fast. Graduates, I speak for all of us parents in saying that we love you and are extremely proud. I would like to start by giving you some statistics of this impressive class. We have 32 International Baccalaureate diploma candidates, 122 Advanced Honor Diploma candidates, 133 Advanced Diploma candidates, 217 High Honors Scholars, 73 Honors Scholars, and 348 Millennium Scholarship candidates. Our students have been accepted to more than 100 different post-secondary institutions across this country, ranging from UNLV, UNR, UCLA, USC, Pacific, Colorado State, Cal Baptist, Canisius, Penn State, BYU, Elon, Arizona, Grand Canyon, and the Air Force Academy, just to name a few. Others will be entering the work world or serving our country in a military capacity. Collectively, these students have earned more than 500 scholarships totaling approximately $13 million. Let's give them a round of applause. Graduates, no one gets a diploma alone. Whether it be your parents, guardians, or some other caretaker, someone has given up a lot of time and emotion to get you here tonight. They have made sacrifices that you will not understand until you are standing in their shoes. Later tonight, make sure that you give a heartfelt thank you to all of those that have helped you get to where you are. And now for your very last lesson from Palo Verde High School. Tonight signifies a major accomplishment in your lives thus far. You are not finished. Life is going to be filled with other goals and achievements. The one essential characteristic that you all currently possess is the ability to overcome adversity. In fact, this character trait has separated you from your peers that are not with you tonight. Getting a diploma is not easy. Whether you are a valedictorian or just found out yesterday that you were in fact graduating today, you have had many challenges along the way. None of you quit. You all persevered. If you don't remember anything else from my speech tonight, please remember that the ability to overcome adversity might just be your greatest strength. Unfortunately, in your lifetime, you will encounter more. Remember that your determination, integrity, and grit will get you through anything. Congratulations and best wishes to each one of you. At this time, it is a pleasure to present the class of 2018. I certify that these students have completed the credit requirements prescribed by the Board of Trustees of the Clark County School District and the Nevada Department of Education. These students will receive the awards commensurate with their academic accomplishments under the policies and regulations of the Clark County School District and the laws of the state of Nevada. Ms. Lola Brooks, I present to you the Palo Verde High School class of 2018.
Thank you. Students, parents, and staff, congratulations, you made it. Congratulations, graduates, we wish you the best. On behalf of the Clark County School District Board of School Trustees, I am honored to accept the Palo Verde High School graduating class of 2018.
Please proceed to your places for the distribution of diplomas. Ms. Brooks and Ms. Clafter-Rakita, would you please join me on the platform? As the graduates of 2018 prepare to receive their diplomas, I want to take a minute to remind you of the announcement that was made earlier in the ceremony. I cannot stress enough the importance of making certain that every family of every individual crossing this stage can hear their graduate's name being called. Please remember that every young adult before you has earned the right to be here, has earned the recognition that goes with that, and has most certainly earned the right to be treated with honor and respect. Please make certain that if you cheer or shout, the next graduate's name is heard.
Hello.
Will the first row of graduates please stand?
Jaden Bryan. Sophie Hutchinson.
Chloe Evans.
Sophie Hutchinson.
Noah Johnson.
McKenna Meeks.
David Marshall.
Megan Rafferty.
Matthew Mortensen.
Connor Leeming.
Carly Robison.
Annalie Ross.
Julia Epstein.
Ella Jolly.
Sean Nagy.
Taylor Slade.
Nikolai Zupas.
Esther Anderson.
Jarrett Anderson.
Grant Powley.
Brian Knowles.
Hannah Allen.
April Adair.
Ilana Avila.
Ashley Anderson.
Daniel Bellinger.
Stephen Banks.
Michael Bloom.
Elizabeth Bellinger.
Carson Boyer.
Renee Bulos.
Sophia Serta.
Alejandro Camacho.
Madison Choi.
Brittany Chambers.
Giselle Schwaz.
Thomas Choi.
Travis Klingman.
Marlo Clayton.
Patrick Conroy.
Kyle Cole.
Ryder Davidson.
Mark Darwala.
Noah Dufort.
Alexandros Drubalis.
Sofia Encarnacion.
Lauren Epstein.
Sawyer Epstein.
Janice Farrar.
Rachel Feliciano.
Jacqueline Fields.
Judy Font.
Joseph Francis.
Madison Gardecki.
Megan Goss Sacados.
Esther Go.
Yavni Gully.
Caitlin Hansen.
Sarah Hahn.
Tyann Hawthorne.
Cole Hardy.
Jacqueline Hazlett.
Alexis Hernandez.
Daniela Hernandez.
Mariah Hernandez.
Alexis Ho.
Taya Holiday.
Jessica Hopkins.
Kendall Hopkins.
Melina Urome.
Brad Jacobson.
Emily Keith.
Rita Canader.
Bailey LeBeau.
Sarah Lantrip.
William Lee.
Brandon Lee.
Amanda Lindsay.
Ziana Leone.
Samantha Mangino.
Olivia Luera.
McKenna Martin.
Iris Dara Mamangan.
Gwen Metcalf.
Tyler Marsh.
Elizabeth Morshell.
Nicole Mendenhall.
Mika Muramatsu.
Caleb Miller.
Carly Ngo.
Ashley Morelos.
Peyton Otzenberger.
Sloan Nelson.
Brandon Page.
Valentina Olarte Mesa.
Laura Park.
Olivia Packer.
Caroline Piazza.
Alexandra Papa.
Annalisa Purdy.
Matthew Pendleton.
Riley Riddles.
James Powers.
Tessa Rosenthal.
Amber Rafferty.
Edward Say.
Henry Robledo Matadamas.
Natalie Shaw.
John Savini.
John Silcox.
Hannah So.
Taylor Jade Skelton.
Maya Thorson.
Samuel Soderberg.
Helen Chu.
Catherine Sutton.
Michael Soroki.
Dylan Swikert.
Tiger Lily Slavin.
Harrison Trent.
Jesse Swainston.
Ellis Truman.
Micaiah Truman.
Alyssa Ty.
William Ty.
McCall Wetton.
Samantha Wade.
Madison Weiner Evans.
Phoebe White.
Dylan Yoro.
Madison Wool.
Mackenzie Zelensky.
Matthew Yu.
Zachary Adams.
Sunny Zhang.
Samantha Aguirre.
Geneva Aguirre.
Rodrigo Alora.
Mackenzie Aker.
Natalie Alcala.
Jonathan Albano.
Hasiat Elam.
Dwight Jones.
Dominic Alexander.
Isat Alam.
Destiny Allen.
Thomas Alam.
James Allred.
Parker Alaman.
Emmanuel Alvarado.
Teeman Allen.
Athena Arakelian.
Christian Alonzo.
Sabrina Arrington.
Taya Anderson.
Taylor Askland.
Reese Ashcraft.
Calum Beckeroot.
Jaden Atkin.
Cyan Bailey.
Angela Bake.
Sean Barber.
Anthony Barberite.
Lauren Barker.
Braquel Barker.
Daniela Barragan Maynez.
Kaylee Barnhard.
Travion Barrett.
Alexander Barrara.
Michael Baum.
Gabrielle Staples.
Arlius Bazemore.
Angelo Barretto.
Natalie Bodette.
Arias Bazemore.
Paige Becker Meal.
Jasmine Beck.
Samantha Bell.
Daniel Beecher.
Jonah Benigno.
Quentin Belmonte.
Bethany Bennett.
Cheyenne Benninger.
Caleb Berger.
Blake Benion.
Gabriel Berman.
Julia Berkman.
Dylan Bernier.
Audrey Bernal.
Caleb Bird.
Christina Bertuccini.
Hannah Blackeye.
Ryle Burchell.
Alexander Bogatirev.
Kelly Bourne.
Scott Box.
Bethany Bronnersreither.
Daniel Brewer.
Jordan Doyle.
Allison Brown.
Jared Bristol.
Brasia Bryant.
China Brown Harden.
Riley Bulgatz.
Taylor Bryson.
Ayla Berger.
Camden Burford.
Ashlyn Burns.
Andrew Burling.
JC Cabello.
Peyton Busher.
Leslie Camargo.
Jayanti Caldwell.
Hannah Campbell.
Cole Campus.
Giovanni Cano.
Nordia Campbell.
Jonathan Carpenter.
Paul Russell Caparas.
Fernanda Carriedo.
Jesse Caranco.
Cheyenne Castaneda.
Scarlett Cassis.
Olivia Cavallari.
Brianna Castillo.
Destiny Desiree Serta.
Luis De Souza.
Panumat Zhao Jichin.
Nicholas Centofanti.
Tori Chargolaf.
Nathan Cervantes.
Cedrici Charles.
Jacqueline Chain.
Emma Chevalier.
Brandon Charbonneau.
Brittany Chuk.
Benjamin Charles.
Kyla Ching.
Anita Chook.
Connor Christensen.
Allison Ching.
Jacob Cinco.
Crystal Choi.
Rudyard Clausen.
Peter Sill.
Maxwell Code.
Alyssa Clark.
Katrina Cologne.
Zachary Clayson.
Michael Cook.
Hallie Cole.
Scott Cosby.
John Condren.
Christian Cousins.
Raymond Cornelius.
Megan Crawford.
David Adkins.
Sabira Cross.
Cameron Cowie.
Celeste Cuevas.
Sarah Cousins.
Jimmy Daggum.
Andrew Cromie.
Jadalyn Delo.
Roland Cubello.
Ayana Davis.
Darren Cull.
Julian De Arcos.
Dallas Daniel.
McKenna Delaney.
Ariana Davis.
Eric Delgado.
Chase De La Cruz.
Brianna DiBella.
Joandre De La Vega.
Janelle Dotz.
Shay Delph.
Julius Dutt.
Jeremy Brian Devitt.
Nadia Eagle.
Dolce Diaz Sandoval.
Jack Aberly.
Kathleen Nicole Doble.
Haley Layer.
Hope Freeland.
August Erickson.
Devin Dyer.
Jonathan Daniel.
Desiree Eaton.
Jocelyn Escobar.
Amity Ekman.
Raymond Estrada.
Andrew Elizaga.
Zion Farron.
Allie Emery.
Andrea Feliciano.
Victoria Escalona.
Andre Fernandez.
Enrique Estrada.
Austin Fitzgerald.
Jared Feldman.
Brianna Flores.
Derek Fernandez.
Tatiana Flores.
Justin Fisher.
Ryan Forlani.
Lucy Fletcher.
Taylor Frazier.
Daniela Flores Jerez.
Atira Frainer.
Sean Francis.
Taylor Fryer.
Madeline Fritz.
Brian Garcia.
Simon Gagao.
Robert Gartine.
Elora Game.
Mariah Gilo.
Garrison Garth.
Matthew Jerome.
Paloma Gaspar de Alba.
Morgan Glass.
Shayna Gershman.
Gage Godino.
Isabel Gillum.
Amanda Goldstein.
Christopher Gladney.
Jose Gonzalez.
Eileen Godinez.
Tia Gray.
Iquan Goins.
Raven Green.
Ryan Gonzalez.
Jake Grosvenor.
Tyra Gray.
Jessica Guerra Gallegos.
Jack Griffiths.
Jacqueline Gustafson.
Jacob Golino.
Alexander Gillinston.
Anik Hackowitz.
Jenna Haydette.
Chandler Hall.
Samuel Hall.
Madison Hancock.
Jordan Hankins.
Ethan Hao Kuavaloa.
Amani Harris.
Henry Hattie.
Brittany Head.
Alexa Hawker.
Karina Hager.
Samantha Hazard.
Gabriella Hurd.
Jason Heffern.
Allison Hill.
Abriana Henderson.
Hallie Hodson.
George Hernandez.
Cassidy Holdaway.
Tanner Hines.
Victoria Hook.
Asia Monet Hogue.
Stephen Horsley.
Savannah Hood.
Sydney Huddleston.
Jaden Horn.
Chad Hughes.
Dalton Howell.
Andrew Holtz.
Joshua Hudson.
Quinn Hunn.
Thomas Hughes.
Jonathan Inzunza Rodriguez.
Alize Hassan.
Zachary Jacobs.
Tatsuya Aida.
Keith Jackson.
Brett Jackson.
Savardan Jangali.
Madison Jackson.
Joshua Jimenez.
Alexandra Yeager.
Christopher Johnson.
Tegan Jarvis.
Kylie Johnson.
Ricardo Jimenez.
Arthur Jones.
Connor Johnson.
Marquise Jones.
Savannah Johnson.
Juliana Jovelar.
Brandon Jones.
Jebediah Jurenick.
Magdalena Jurek.
Chloe Kang.
Cameron Kuhele.
Kiseong Kim.
Catherine Kang.
David Kirkpatrick.
Mason Kemper.
Isaac Connect.
Brianna Casey.
Braden Label.
Lexi Kunpitak.
Ashlyn Lambert.
Kahosha Kimwanga.
Summer Lanier.
Trey Kirkpatrick.
Alisquit Larkin.
Ilya Kuzmin.
Brittany Larson.
Jimmy Lamb.
Andrew Lee.
Justin Langley.
Brenton Lee.
Aliyah Largusa.
Jonathan Leon.
Matthew Larkin.
Alexis Lewis.
Isaiah Lawyer.
Timothy Logsdon.
Bridger Lemon.
Viviana Lopez.
Sarah Lee Lurtbrusselgoon.
Jonathan Lown.
Estelle Lechner.
Madison Lucid.
Tyler Lindsay.
Shawani Lyle.
Jack Lodge.
John McAllister.
Valerie Lopez.
Carla Mac Cambero.
Mihai Loy.
Victoria Maldonado.
Wyatt Lung.
Dylan Mommer.
Neil Lynch.
Lazel Ann Manaquil.
Kaylee Masek.
Preston Manthe.
Gabrielle Mays.
Nicole Mary Mayome.
Lursea Mahano Sandoval.
Brandon Marcus.
Amanda Mallory.
Jorge Marroquin.
Sydney Mommer.
Liliana Martinez.
Paul Mann.
Jason Martinez Ayala.
Trevor Marchant.
Carson Matisse.
Robert Marriott.
Zachary McClanahan.
Alan Martinez.
Haley McFarland.
Bailey Matsukawa.
Samantha Meyer.
Julian Moriello.
Stephen Miranian.
Ryan McCormick.
David Miller.
Cody McGee.
Eric Mishanya Best.
Jaron Medina.
Colby Moxon.
Garrett Merriweather.
Jacob Molina.
Thomas Middleton.
Megan Montana.
Sarah Micklin.
Andrew Moore.
Maurice Milton.
Carisma Morales.
Ryan Mizuraka.
Sydney Morgan.
Ahmed Mohammed.
Caden Mortensen.
Jamila Mola.
Arson Meridian.
Joseph Monteleone.
Emily Murphy.
Nikki Moradian.
Nina Nelson.
Juan Pablo Morales.
Tyler Nixon.
Gregory Moran.
Alyssa Nunez.
Colton Morley.
Alicia Nussbaum.
Ariana Mostafaipour.
Daniela Oseguera.
Zoe Malvenin.
Celeste Olweiler.
Hikaru Murakami.
Mitchell Olson.
David Nance.
Ronnie Omesh.
Savannah Newton.
Christopher Orgill.
Jessica Nemo.
Angel Rose Page.
Lalela Nobriga.
Chandler Patrick.
Lauren Nunn.
Nalacia Pedro Rabena.
Ethan Ogburn.
Jonathan Perez Galvin.
Elijah Oldham.
Sage Peterson.
Juliana Olson.
Nathan Feaster.
Reggie Oriana.
Alexis Pinto.
Emily Paredes.
Abigail Pachiro.
Krista Patrick.
Alejandra Puras.
Samuel Perkins.
Humberto Quinones.
Trent Purnell.
Jordan Reed.
Crew Peterson.
Alyssa Reyes.
Can't say your name without the card. Seth Peterson.
Connor Rice.
Tiana Phillips.
Caitlin Richmond.
Stephanie Platt.
Dion Riley.
Seth Popham.
Ariana Roberts.
Bailey Poucher.
Vanessa Rodriguez.
Dylan Rath.
Thomas Ronquillo.
Kaylin Reed.
Zechariah Ruffer.
Sebastian Reynoso.
Joshua Salazar.
Andrew Riley.
Stephanie Salazar.
Santiago Roa.
Saif Salih.
Naomi Rodriguez.
Grecia Sanchez.
Linda Rodriguez Juarez.
Justin Sandberg.
Erica Rosado.
Kristen Satcher.
Corinne Saham.
Joseph Scanlon.
Renato Salazar.
Gabrielle Schnee.
Benjamin Salcido.
Hannah Schroll.
Ronald Sampson.
Sumner Serrano.
Kevin Sanchez.
Dylan Schaefer.
Shaylee Sands.
Jackson Shevlin.
Aiden Sayer.
Nora Sherinian.
Nicholas Schmidt.
Grace Siebman.
Eleanor Chanel Davis.
Shane Slyzak.
Margaret Savoyan.
Jacob Smith.
Austin Shapiro.
Marlon Soto.
Madison Shipley.
Chase Spencer.
Isabel Shof Valbuena.
Victoria Stevens.
Remington Skinner.
Alexis Stewart.
Alexis Smith.
Justin Stewart.
Samantha Soyberg.
Matthew Strahan.
William Sparks.
Erica Sullivan.
Tyler Stevens.
Danica Tamayo.
Jonathan Stevenson.
Azure Thatcher.
Donovan Stewart.
Samuel Thomas.
Trevor Stowell.
Sean Toole.
Taylor Strasser.
Celine Tumians.
Elena Sermon.
Rafael Toro Santana.
Trevor Tang.
Connor Torres.
Stacy Tercero.
Alexa Trockman.
Shamir Thomas.
Jocelyn Tran.
Anijah Tinnen.
Thomas Truman.
Braxton Tonks.
Candice Tsuda.
Philip Toombs.
Destiny Turner.
Jennings Tops.
Lorenz Urbano.
Noah Tovar.
Taylor Vance.
Addison Tran.
Reina Vargas.
Alexandra Trujillo.
Thomas Verderosa.
Noah Traska.
Camille Nicole Villaflor.
Derek Tully.
Isabella Vitangeli.
Kyle Turner.
Emmanuel Walker.
Anthony Valentino.
Eric Wang.
Zachary Vandling.
Savannah Wara.
Victoria Vargas.
Noah Washik.
Camille Villa.
Mike Sean Watkins.
Dominic Villagran.
Adam Weiss.
Maria Voss.
Jake Welsh.
Megan Wallace.
Donna Wertheim.
Navy Wara.
Aisha White.
Dominic Warner.
Amber Wild.
Avion Watkins.
Alexis Williams.
Jonathan Webster.
Kamari Williamson.
Scott Weiner.
Amanda Wiseman.
Raina Werner.
Rhiannon Wofford.
Braden Werwinski.
Chris Yu.
Kylie Whitehead.
Alexander Zeder.
Raymond Wilder.
Noel Zuvik Lapierre.
Darian Williams.
Skylar Huang.
Jenna Winkleman.
Mason McMurray.
Brittany Withers. Ty Yokamori. Hope Zamora. Haley Zimmer. Ira Zyka. Reese Afromsky.
Ready? Yeah. Will the graduates please stand for the turning of the tassels ceremony?
Place your right hand on the tassel.
Ready?
Ready, set, turn.